I'm listening to you football aficionados. Let me chime in here to simplify this for the layman out there. You see, this is the problem that I have, because I agree with Jeff Saturday, Bart Scott. I don't agree with your position, okay? And listen, I hear where you're coming from, but this is my problem. Jeff Saturday put it best.
Okay.
There are exceptions to the rule.
Is he the exception?
You understand? You're damn right he's the exception. You know, I mean, I would know this in the world of television. I believe I am an exception to the rule. I don't want typical rules being applicable to me, because damn it, everybody ain't Stephen A. Now let me get down to this business with this, okay? We got Alan Lazard.
Yep.
He ain't a rookie. He been there. We got Sammy Watkins. He ain't a rookie. He been around. You still got Brooks and Dillon coming out of the backfield. You got Tunyon as your tight end spot. He ain't a rookie. He been there before. Aaron Rodgers is who the hell he is.
Yep.
If you are a quarterback, there is absolutely positively nothing wrong with what he said. There's nothing wrong with him calling cats out in preseason. What he's talking about is this. We need to be way more consistent. He would know. I remember years ago, when I had my television show, quite frankly, on ESPN2, and my man Joe Montana came on the show. He was talking about T.O. and a couple of other, other things, and some of the things that he saw in the world of football with these receivers, right? And he was like, he said, hey, I don't understand why people yell and get upset and all of this other stuff about them. He said, I'll simply look at them and say, you want the ball? Do you want the ball? Because you're going to do what I need you to do, or you ain't going to get the damn ball. That's all Aaron Rodgers is doing.
So why he absolved the old players? He absolved all the old players. He singled out the young players.
So what, you know why?
Don't know better
They're puppies, wet behind the ears, breath smelling like Similac. Who gives a damn about what they feel? You lucky you in the damn league.
He gonna need them.
That's right. He gonna need them if they can play. You got it. No, he don't have to prove anything to them. They got to prove. Listen, if veteran receivers got to prove to you that they are worthy of receiving the football, what the hell do young bucks got to prove? They lucky. They should be privileged. They on the damn same field as Aaron Rodgers. Excuse me, you got to show up. You in practice, you running the wrong routes, you dropping passes and doing games that really count. I'm supposed to be confident enough to give you the ball? Hell no. You young. What's wrong with you talking about? You're acting like the young dudes should be accorded the same level of deference and respect as veterans who paid their dues and been around. That's what's wrong with our society today. Young whippersnappers thinking they owed every damn thing. Didn't do anything yet.
But that's where we at. And he has to realize
that's not where we at.
He's gonna have the count. Let me tell you something.
How we at, boy?
And I hate that we keep always putting Aaron Rodgers right here with Tom Brady.
No,
one Super Bowl.
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. Jeffrey Saturday did it. And so you're putting him there. And then what's one thing? If he wanted better receivers, he should have left some cheese on the taco.
Wait a minute.
Because that's what the great one Tom Brady does.
No, you're wrong. Because they said, according to the reports, okay? Because I know you got inside information. If you know something different, I'm not going to challenge that. According to the reports, they said that even when they paid Aaron Rodgers, they had the same amount of money to pay Davante Adams. What happened with Davante Adams is that Davante Adams went to Vegas because Aaron Rodgers had been contemplating staying or retiring. That was the issue, not the money. So if they had the money to give Davante Adams, they had the money to give other people. Maybe they didn't believe in Valdez-Scantling. Maybe they didn't believe in him.
And you went with Sammy Watkins? That's your answer?
No,
that's your answer?
I have a problem with that, too, because I believe Valdez-Scantling
He ain't been gelling since Buffalo.
I believe Valdez-Scantling can ball. And the fact that he's a familiar weapon, you should have kept him. But in the end, it's not about money. He's seeing something we don't see, so we'll see.
So that's what I'm saying. The Bloom man wore off. And listen, Aaron, instead of going on vacation, should have been there in LTAs working with his young receivers. Because he's going to have to do that. Come on, man.
He's taking care of himself and his body.
Man, he in the TP getting high, whatever the hell he doing.
You should appreciate that just as much as anybody. He was away taking care of his spirit and his body. What's wrong with that, Sergeant Friday? What's wrong with that, Sergeant Friday?
You should always take care of the inner world before the outer world, yes.
I mean, I'm not down with all of the diarrhea and other stuff that was going on. I mean, that's just nasty. That's just nasty.
Is that
but
necessary?
He's trying to clean himself up.
Clean himself up.
He gonna have to listen. He wrote a check that his arm may not be able to
He
get
got to show up. But the point of this discussion is there is nothing wrong with a veteran who is a superstar in the sport at the quarterback position, holding young bucks accountable, wet behind their ears, dropping passes and running
why are you doing it publicly?
No,
be a man and pull him aside and have that conversation with him. And then
how you did it.
How do you build him up?
Go ahead, Jeff.
You got to build him up, Jeffrey.
Go ahead, Jeff.
Did you see Jeffrey with a Patrick helmet in the back? We know what side he lies on.
Bart, you know he did not. That was not the first time he has said something cross towards those young receivers, bro. You see him in the games with his vet. You've seen him say some choice words to dudes, bro. This guy has not mixed words. This is not the first time they're hearing about this. He just said it in the news as well. He said it to the media. Why? This dude, listen, you've called cats out. Other guys, this is not new to the NFL. If those dudes ain't toting the weight and toting the water like they need to, they better be told they only got 2 more weeks before this thing gets real. He understands that. He's trying to bring them along. And to your point, he knows he's going to need them. So they better be ready. You don't need anybody who can't perform. So he needs to know now if they're going to be able to reach the crest that he needs them to.
You don't know them good enough to know how to motivate them. Listen, I played with a great player, and I once was the youngest team in the NFL, and that great leader pulled us to the side, and we kept everything in-house.
Time out.
That's how you get the respect.
Time out. That's entirely different because that's about, listen, you playing on the defensive side of the ball, again, I don't know a scintilla of football compared to you and Jeff Saturday. This is from a layman just watching.
Okay.
The responsibility that you have, I could see, obviously football's a team sport and y'all got to work in concert with one another. But at the end of the day, I could see a Ray Lewis or somebody else pulling you to the side, talking about what we need to do and really employing you just to do your job. Do your job. Mm-hmm. In Aaron Rodgers' case, it's different. A quarterback, I don't give a damn how well you can throw the football.
Stephen
if you can't catch, it's a problem. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming, sports, and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.